Right, 1 minute. Okay, let's start our record. So today's lesson, we will be looking into perimeter and area. However, this is Form 1 level. Okay. Now, just to remind you, you have learned this perimeter and area in your primary school, but in case you have forgotten what is perimeter and what is area, there is a simple revision here. So, perimeter of simple shapes. For example, a square or a rectangle or a triangle. Okay, 1 minute. Sorry about that, guys. Square or a rectangle or a triangle. Okay, these are called two-dimensional shapes. I hope you remember what is 2D shapes. Okay, two-dimensional shape means it has two dimensions. For example, the length and the height. The length and the height, or sometimes people even say it's the width. Okay, over here, the length and the height, or the width. If it's a three-dimensional shape, then it has three dimensions like the length, the height, and the width. At the moment, we are not looking here. We are only looking at two-dimensional shapes. Now, in two-dimensional shapes, we learn two things mainly, which is perimeter and area. Perimeter is going around the mulberry bush, and area is finding how big something is in terms of the inside space that you have. Now, a very easy day-to-day example of area and perimeter is like this. Let's say you live in a house, or you're going to buy a house, or you see a house brochure, your father, mother picks up a housing, a condominium, a brochure. The first question they will ask is, how big is the house? Am I right? When they ask how big is the house, you tell me, are they talking about the perimeter or are they talking about the area? Put in chat, a quick one. Quick question now. When they talk about how big the house is, yes. So when someone says, hey, my house is 1,000 square feet. Oh, mine is 2,500 square feet, this unit. So you can understand what it means. What is this 1,000 square feet, 2,000 square feet? It refers to the amount of space inside. Okay, it's not perimeter, because perimeter is going around the whole shape from start to finish. Okay, I'll go into area later, but let's just first finish up perimeter on our slides. Now, if you have, now at this point, you are already in Form 1, people don't want to give you numbers, 5, 5, and all these things. People or the question will give you algebra. For example, x. X is the length of a square. Now, when people say square, you know the length and the width is the same. So this must also be x. So how do you find the perimeter? X plus x plus x plus x. That means it's 4 times x. 4 times x is the same as x plus x plus x plus x. Do you remember multiplication is repeated addition? Don't forget that. Okay? So don't think that only area I'm going to multiply. No. Perimeter, you can also multiply depending on your shape. Okay, if it's a square, you can just say, yes, I can multiply because I'm repeatedly adding the same number. How about a rectangle? Now again, at Form 1, they don't give you numbers. They give you algebra. For example, length is x. So this is also x. And then the width is y. So they ask you to find or create the rumus, the formula. So look at this. The width plus the length plus the width plus the length. So it's y plus x plus y plus x. Got it? So it's 2x plus 2 times y. Simplified further, it becomes 2x plus 2y. Question, do you understand so far this? At Form 1 level, we use unknowns already instead of numbers. Numbers is standard 6 lah. Do you understand? Okay, good. Thank you very much. Last thing, what if it's a triangle? Now, over here, you don't have a choice because if this is a scalene triangle, this is x, this is y, this is z. So, perimeter is x plus y plus z. There you go. Now, we go answer questions. Okay? Look at your module. Number 1. Answer for number 1A and put it in the chat. Okay? What is the answer? What is the perimeter for number 1A? So over here, you're just going to write 17 plus 15 units, okay, plus 8 units. They didn't say what type of unit. Just add them up and tell me what's the answer in your chat. I will do 2 or 3 questions, then we'll move on, yeah? Okay. Tristan says 40. How about the rest? Fatin also 40. Okay, good. Samo? Siapa lagi? Sridhar also 40 units. All right. Well done. Okay, good. Now, how about number 2? Okay. What is the perimeter of this shape? Do you know what's the name of this shape, first of all? Trapezium. Do you think it's a trapezium?
I think it's a rhombus for some reason.
Parallelogram. Rhombus. Parallelogram. Yeah, parallelogram probably is the more accurate word. Rhombus, there is something special about rhombus. You can see that the length here is not the same as the length here. Rhombus will have to be the same. Okay? The length of all the sides are the same. It's just like a square tilted. Okay? So parallelogram, yes. Okay. Now, how do I find the perimeter? 2 times what? Plus 2 times what? So 2 times one of the sides, which is 9. And then 2 times the other side, which is 6. So what's the total answer? 18 plus 12, which is 30 millimeters. Wait, isn't it 18? And is this 12? So altogether, you get 30 millimeters perimeter. Okay? Clear? Now, guys, I'm going to skip a little bit. Okay, move on to the second page. Let's move on to the second page. I believe you can do C and D by yourself. Boleh, this is easy. Or don't forget, look at D. What kind of triangle is this? Put in chat, guys. What do you remember? Do you remember what triangle is this? The one with 2 legs. Very good, Sridhar. How about the rest? Isosceles. Very good, Tristan. So what does this mean? We have 2 times 11. And then you add with the base. Okay, and that's when you get 11 times 2, 22, plus 5 will be 27 centimeters. Now remember, for perimeter, you just have the unit as it is. If this is meter, you add up everything, it's meter still. If this is centimeter, like millimeter, you add up everything, it's still millimeter. Okay, it doesn't change. Because all you're doing is actually addition. Okay? Where does the 2x come from? 2, Tristan, comes from here. They are just multiplying this 2 times 11. Can you see? 2 times 11. That's why they put that 2. Just like the earlier one. You see, 2 times 9 plus 2 times 6. Got it? What would you write here? What times what? You know the side is 5. So it's 5 meters. But 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. Repeated addition is multiplication. So what number you're going to put here? Obviously, you're going to put there 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 5. And you're going to get 20 meters. At this level, in Form 1, you are dealing with unknowns. And you try to use multiplication into finding your perimeter. Okay, guys, let's move on. Calculate the perimeter of the shapes below. Okay, quick. Use your calculator. Tell me the answer for 2A in the chat. For this, what is the perimeter of this shape? Very good, 23.2. Well done, guys. Now go on to B. What is the perimeter of this? What triangle is this? Do you remember the name? Okay, answer correct, 45. Very good, Krish. Equilateral triangle, that's it. You see, now I'm asking you questions on your basic level, memory. Testing you on your memory to recall what type of triangle and your understanding of perimeter. You have also applied that knowledge and you have managed to get the answer. So basically, you have successfully conquered the first 3 lower level of that pyramid. Do you understand? So you are doing it. Every time you are doing it, you just don't realize it. Okay. Now, very nice question here. Look at D. Let's look at D. This one I know you can do. But let's look at D. What is the perimeter of the shaded part? Okay, the shaded part is what we want to see. How much is the perimeter? All of you put in your chat. Which one are you going to calculate? Take the shaded diagram. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I think here it's going to be the other way around. Take the whole picture. Huh. They purposely gave you this because they want to test you. What is the perimeter of the whole picture? The whole diagram. So you start at one point. And let me see your answers later, okay? You go and calculate the perimeter. So put in your answers. Let me see. I will do the answer and check out and let you know. It should be... All of you put in your answers quickly. The whole diagram, okay? That's right. It should be 12. Tristan correct, Rishabh correct, Krish correct. Now, where did I get 12 first? First you go outside, 5. Then you come. I said the whole picture. So you must take plus 2.4 plus 1.6. And then go back, finish the diagram, plus 3. What about this? This is a line that's inside this diagram. Perimeter counts the outside, not the inside. So this is like a trick. If I ask you to count the perimeter of the shaded triangle, 5 plus 2.4 plus 3.4. If I ask you to find the perimeter of the whole picture, then it's 5 plus 2.4. Go out here, 1.6 and 3. Do you understand? Where did Sridhar get 15.4 and 7.4, Sridhar? Isn't it 5? Okay, in your calculator, 5 plus 2.4 plus 1.6, that's already 9, plus another 3. You are not Sridhar, then who is the? Oh, sorry. Siddharth. Okay. I'm sorry, I read the words so closely. I didn't realize who was who. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right. Mistaken identity. I added 3.4. No, we don't do that, Sridhar. Okay? You have to take perimeter means outside. I said the perimeter of the whole picture earlier. Okay? So that is why you don't add that 3.4. Okay? Clear? Perimeter is always the outside. Okay. Perimeter of simple shapes. All right, I'm skipping this part, but I'm giving you a little advice. Be careful of the units, huh? So here, look, don't you go and add 550 plus 600 plus 3, because this is 3 meters. Obviously, you must convert to centimeters. Do you remember? This is basic memory work. 1 meter is how many centimeter? Siapa tahu? Cepat put in chat. 1 meter is very good, 100 centimeters. So you have 3 meters here. So how many centimeters? 300 centimeters. So your maths to calculate the perimeter will be 550 plus 600 plus 300. And what would be the answer there? What's the perimeter here? Quick guys, cepat, cepat. Perimeter for this one, number A. Okay, Sridhar gave me a number. Let's see whether the rest got it or not. How about the rest? What is the perimeter of this shape? One is centimeter. The other one is also centimeter. And the third one, you got to change it 2 centimeters. So you'll get 300 centimeter. Come on, just add. Very good. Well done to all of you. 1,450 centimeters. Same goes here. Check out the unit. Okay, so I'm skipping this. You do it on your own and complete the module. I'm going to move on to what we call the next level, the higher level of solving perimeter is, you look at this, composite shapes. Composite shapes means two shapes joined together. That's composite shapes. Now, what are they telling you? That the lengths of the unlabeled sides must be found in composite shapes before calculating the perimeter, guys. Very simple. You got a picture like this. There are some sides that you don't know, like this. So your job first is to find it. Find out how much is the value here, how much is the value here. Once you know the values, then you can find the perimeter easily. Now you can see this length. Okay, I'll make it a bit bigger, yeah. Hold on. I myself cannot see. Okay, better? All right, you can see that the length of this is the same of this plus this. That's very obvious. So how do I find this? 3 meters plus 3.5 meters. So this is 6.5 meters. Got it? Now, how about this? The whole thing is 7 and this thing is 2. So this is how much? Put in chat. 5. Very good, Sridhar. So now I have all the sides that I'm looking for. This is 6.5 and this is 5. So that's how you find out the lengths, the unlabeled sides. You find out first, then you just add them up. Add all the outside sides, not the inside. Okay, don't go add the inside part. So 7, start. You start here. You start at a corner. You finish there. So 7 plus 6.5 go around, plus 2 plus 3.5 plus 5, the one you calculated, and finally add the 3 and you get 27 meters. This is perimeter, a bit more difficult, but for some of you, I don't think it is. So how about you guys solving this? Okay, look at A, alpha and beta. These are terms, okay? What is wow, Sridhar? You've never seen question like this before. Okay, alpha. Find the value for alpha. What is the value of alpha, guys? Put in chat. First, find what is alpha. Come on. Gloria, darling, where did you get 10 from? You got to study this picture carefully. You look, this is 2. And then you have this symbol here, which means this is also 2. So what is this alpha's length? 4. Wait, Krish, where you got 7 from? Okay, are you looking at the same question, guys? Can you see this is 2 and this is also 2 because there is a sign there? Can you see this sign? What does this sign means? It's the same. So if this is 2, this is also 2. And then you have this height here and add this height here, and that's where you get your alpha height. At this point in this chapter, you must open all the eyes that you have. Okay? Which sign? This one? Oh, is there a name for this sign? It just shows you, it's a symbol to show you that they are equal. Okay? And sometimes if there is like, okay, for example, if there is a rectangle, okay, you know how they do it? They use one sign here, one sign here to show this side and this side is equal. Then they use a double line here and a double line here to show this and this is equal. Then sometimes they use 3 lines. Then they can use 4 lines, things like that, to just show that they are equal. Okay, you have done this, you have done this. Question didn't ask to find perimeter. It only asked you to find the sides labeled alpha and beta. Okay. Now go to B. We just want to train our mind, okay, to find out these sides that we don't know. So how do I find alpha here? Study this picture carefully. Okay, how do I find my alpha? How do I find this? Very good. See that? You have the answer. Can you tell how you got the answer? What did you do? Guys, did you get alpha? What is the value for alpha? Allah, my God, you are so bad, Sida. Okay. Shouldn't say like that. Okay. So the value for alpha is 3.4 minus 1.6. And well done, Tristan. So it's 1.8. Okay, millimeters. Now, how about beta? What is the value for this? This can be a little tricky. How do I find this? How do I find this? Where did you get 5 from? See that? Answer correct. How do I find this beta? You see, when I want to find this, I want to compare this length. How much is this? This is 2.2 plus 1. So this is 3.2. So this whole thing is also 3.2. Now you must remember this and this is the same. So this is 1. So if this is 3.2 and this is 1, then this must be 3.2 minus 1. You're getting back at 2.2. Do you understand? Very well done, Tristan. Okay, and to Rishabh and to the... Janganlah salah soalan. I'm doing B here. Some of the screen is so big.
Teacher,
Okay?
teacher.
Yes.
Teacher, how is... Oh, okay, never mind.
Krish has a question. What is your question? Now he said, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I found
Come
out
on, let's move on.
I found out why 1 mm is 1 mm.
The symbol. Check out the
Yes.
symbol. Okay. Be careful. Look out for these symbols. All right. Now let's go to C. What is the value for alpha and what is the value for beta? Remember, alpha is here. And alpha is the same value as this. Now, how do I get that? How do I get this one value here? And who gives me the answer on the chat? Please tell me how you got it. Open mic and can speak. All right. Somebody has the answer. One minute, yeah. Come on. Crack your minds a bit. Very good, Tristan. 18 divided by 2. Okay. Well done. And Siddharth also, you got the answer 9. Where did we get this? Look at this. Can you see this is 18? And this 18 is made up of this one part here and this other one part here. So these two parts, these two sides makes up 18. So one side will be equivalent to 9. So alpha is equivalent to 9. Do you see that? Can you see it? Krish, Fatin, Gloria,
Okay.
are you all seeing stars or are you all seeing the alpha?
I'm seeing alpha.
Can see alpha? Huh? Can you see this line and can you see this line? These two
And
lines is the same as this. So 18 is made up of this line and this side. I am the alpha. So it's 9. Alpha is 9. Well done. So then what is beta? What is the value here? Remember, it's also not 9, okay? Is it 9? Well, you need to prove it. Rishabh says an answer, which is 6. Rishabh says beta is 6. All of you, how do I get beta? Remember now you put your value. This is 9. This is 9. This is also 9. And then here it's 15. From here to here it's 15. So how much is this? Very good, Krish. 15 minus 9. You take 15, you take away this 9, and you will get this, which is 6. Well done. You see, this is confused. Unga bunga. What is unga? Okay, what level is this, guys? This is, you don't understand. Okay, you need to really look at this picture carefully. Yeah, I make it a little bigger. All right. Can you see this picture, Tristan? Okay. Now, you see that you know how to find your alpha already, right? You saw this line. You take in this line, they are the same, but this both equals to 18. So 18 divided by 2, alpha is 9. This part is 9. So everything here is 9. Here is also 9. This is also 9. This is also 9. You see the sign here? This sign shows us every side here is 9. Now we have got the value here. Now look, where is this 15? 15 is from here until here. So if this is 9, then this is how much? Take 15 minus the 9 and you'll get 6. And isn't this the answer for beta? Can you see that now? Nampak? Okay. Good. I only use Telegram. All right. Okay. Some extra under conversation going on. Never mind. It's okay. We are going to go D now. All right. Okay. Let's look at D. Find the value of alpha and beta. Guys, this one you try out now on your own without much help from me. Okay. So this is all applying and analyzing. This is already kebat. Okay, you're already analyzing the picture. So pop in your answers, later we will check. So remember, this and this is the same. So if I want to find this, maybe I can use this knowledge. Because with this one, I know what is this. I know what is this. I know what is this. You understand? So all I need to do, your answer for alpha, why everybody giving me different answers lah? Come on. All you need to do is take 15, the longest side here, and take away the 4.8 and take away the 5. Minus 4.8 and minus 5. You should be giving me 5.2. Did you do that? Mana kau dapat 0.2? Who said that? 5.2 or 6.2? Calculate again. Okay, take 15. All of you see, this is the side down here. 15. I want to find, wait. I want to find alpha, but remember alpha, this is also alpha because the sign is here. So if I want to find this, I take 15, the whole thing, minus this part, which is 4.8, and then minus this part, which is 5. So you get 5.2. Faham ke? Do you all agree? Hello, can I have a thumbs up? Do you all agree with this answer? Do you all understand the answer? Krish is the first person to understand. How about the rest? Tristan also understand. Gloria, Natasha, Sridhar. Okay, good. Okay. Now go to beta. Okay, clear the drawing. So this is how much? What is the answer? 5.2, isn't it? This is 5.2. So you know this is 5.2. This is also 5.2. Beta is what? Beta is from here until here. Okay, from here until here. How do I find this? This one, bit more complicated. Okay, how do I find this? Sridhar says take 14 and minus 5.2. Why do you minus 5.2? Because what? All of you, think how you're going to find beta here. If you draw a line, I get a square. Really, May? Okay, let me see. All of you put in your answers first. I give you some time to think. Give you 1 minute. Okay, fine. And tell me what is your answer for beta here. Alpha, we already found. What is beta? How long is this? I got all the other sides, you know, pretty much. This is 5, this is 4.8, this is 5.2. But this is 8. This is 14. Okay? All right, this is 14 and this is 8. Obviously, there is a distance here. If I want to draw it, I clear the drawing. You see carefully how I draw. Maybe you get some clues here. I draw this. Okay, I draw this. And I also make you understand that this line and this line is the same. So if this is 5.2, this is also 5.2. Where? From here until here. This is 5.2. Okay? This is 14. This is 5.2. This is 8. Okay? This is 8. How much is this? So, let me see your answers. Who got answer? Siddharth gave me an answer. 11.3, 11.2. Which one is your answer? 0.2 or 0.3? 0.2. So 11.2 is Siddharth's answer. How about the rest? Tristan, is your answer 6? Are you telling me that beta is 6? This is alpha, it's 5.2. What's the answer for beta? Now look here. Look at how I solve. Maybe you all are seeing the stars already. Okay, look carefully. I need to find my beta which exists from here to here. Now I know this part is 5.2. So I need to find out only this part is how much. But literally to get to this part, look here very carefully. This part is the same as 14 minus 8. Can you see that? No, don't measure with ruler all, please, because none of this is drawn to scale. Okay, they are not drawn to scale. So if I take my 14, can you understand me? 14 minus this 8, I am going to get this little part here. So what is 14 minus 8, guys? 6. Do you see that? So this top part is 6. This bottom part is 5.2. So what is 6 plus 5.2? 11.2. So well done. Do you understand now this question? It's a little tricky though, I agree. Okay, but it requires you to analyze. This is HOTS, analyzing the picture, the diagram. Faham ke? Okay, but you see, okay, but not necessarily have to give you word problems. Can give you pictures also like this. Okay, settle, clear. Do you like this? Do you like learning all this? I like it. Okay, that's why I really like maths. Because I like solving questions like this. Okay, let's give our brains a break lah. Okay. Okay, we go a bit easier now. This one is I know, this is challenging here. Okay. But now let's give our brains a little break. Do this easy peasy lemon squeezy question here. Okay. Tell me the perimeter for this composite shape. Okay. This is 9.8. Use this as your guide. Remember, perimeter don't go inside. And why do they only have this? Because everything is the same number. So 9.8 got to be multiplied with how many sides do we have here? Start 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So tick, tick, tock on your calculator and tell me the answer quickly. What is 9.8 times 5, guys? Do you understand? This is easy. Back to easy questions. Thank you. 50. Is it? See that? Okay, that says 50. How about the rest? Okay, well done, huh? Good. Are y'all following me? 49. Oh my god, they just type in the calculator only word 9.8 times 5. 49. Yeah lah, 49. How you get 50 lah? I also followed you. How you got such a weird number, Tristan? It's only 9.8 times 5. Goodness, you're joking. 36Y516. Logical or not? Okay. All right, come. Let's do B. Got alpha here waiting for you. Alpha meter here. Okay, look. This is 4 meters. This symbol here, this symbol here, this symbol is still here. So this is 2 meters. This is 4. This is 2. So you know your alpha is 6. Okay, and then this is 2. Okay, opposite, and then here is another 6. So what is the perimeter? Just keep all these and tell me the answer. Cepat. What is the perimeter of this shape? Wait, no, that's not correct. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Calculate again. Yes. 6 plus 6, which is 12, plus 2 plus 2. Okay, so your answer is 16 meters. Well done. Do you all understand? This is a bit easier than what we were doing a bit. Okay, so let's move on. Perimeter. Okay, guys, I have to go on. Okay, I'm going to leave you with perimeter. Okay, there are some beautiful questions there. All right, so check them out because the units are different. Okay, be careful. They now play with the units. Okay, you know what's units, right? For example, look at this. Hold on, where's my annotation? 1.5 kilometers and this is 1,200 meters. Question is asking in kilometers. So make sure you change this meter to kilometer before you answer. Okay? Meter, 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 meter. No problem. All right. Millimeter. What is this? Centimeter, I think. Okay? This is millimeter. And then this one is answer in centimeter. So be careful. All right. Clear? Now we go on. Okay. Past perimeter. All right. And we go on to area. All right. I at least want to do 10 pages today before we finish. So when I say do this means you are going to do these questions on your own after the class. Because I think I've done enough already. Hey, what is this lah? My mistake. Bye. by V became, okay. Finding area. All right, simple revision of area. Yes? What time finish, guys? We started at 7 o'clock. We finish at 8:30, right? Okay. The area is 4. Can you see this is 1, 2, 3, 4? So 4 whole squares. So 4 units square. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 whole squares. 1 is 1 millimeter. So it's 6 millimeter square. All right, simple questions. Now, how about this fellow here? This little shape here with a triangle here and a triangle here. So, whole is how many? 1 and 1. So, we have 2 holes and you have 2 halves. So, 2 holes means 2 meters and 2 of the halves means it's 1. Okay, it's 2 times half. So when you cancel this, you get only 1 whole. 2 halves is 1 whole. So 2 plus 1, 3 meters squared. Do you understand? Simple, huh? This is with picture. How about this trapezium? How many holes? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 holes. And how many halves? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 halves. So 4 times half is, the answer here will be 2. There'll be 2 holes. So 4 plus 2, the answer will be 6 units. The area for this. Okay. Now this is what I call as the space inside. You can see very well we are not going around. Okay, we are not going around like a fence. No, but instead we are counting the space. Okay, and then you see the unit. It's squared. Now, where does this square come from? Okay, let me do a quick recap. Maybe you have forgotten. Do you remember in your primary school, you learned the area of a square and a rectangle? Okay, let's say this is 5 centimeters. And this is will also be 5. So how do I find the area? I take the length and multiply with the width. That's what I do. So 5 will multiply with 5. Centimeter will also multiply with centimeter. So the answer, number times number, 25. Centimeter times centimeter, centimeter squared. Now you are now in Form 1, you know. Do you remember 2 squared? Do you remember 3 squared? Do you remember 9 squared? Do you remember your squares? Now, what does it mean? 9 squared is 81. 9 times 9. 2 squared is 4. 2 times 2. 3 squared is 3 times 3. It's 9. So, centimeter times centimeter is centimeter squared. You understand now? There is a multiplication happening here. Now, how about the rectangle? Same thing. Take the length times the width. Okay? So, if this is, let's say, 10 and this is 20 kilometer. Let's say this is kilometer. What is the area of this large space? 200 kilometer squared. You understand? Okay, the square is important. Now your understanding of the square is better. Okay, so now we move on. All right, move on to see other questions. Okay, guys, look here very, very carefully. Shade the shapes on these square grids to match the area within or the area written in square brackets. Guys, this time you got to shade. 8 units square. Using whole squares only. This 2 squares is 1 unit. So I want 8. So this is 1. This is 1. This is 1. This is 1. So this whole thing is 1 unit square. 2 unit square. 3 unit square. 4 unit square. 5 unit square. 6 unit square. 7 unit squared and 8 unit squared. You can draw any kind of diagram as long as you have 8 of these squares. Do you understand? Let's do B. 5 units squared I want, but I must include half squares in my shape. How do I get 5? I can have 5 if I have 4 plus 1. Am I right? 4 plus 1 means this 1 can be made up of half and half. Do you understand that? Half plus half gives you 1. So again, one whole thing is 1 square. This is 1. And I need to draw 4. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe I go here and I draw 4. So I got my 4. But I must also draw half. So what is this half? I draw here lah. Half. Okay? Half. Half of 4 is 2. I draw another half. Maybe I draw here. So this is another half. Do you understand these drawings? This is half. This is another half. So all together I have 5. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do you understand? I'm sure you have not done questions like this, even in your standard 6. I know, because I teach. Okay, so I'm gonna move on a little bit, okay? Let's go on to solving more complicated questions. That's just the basics. To find the area of any shape like a square or rectangle, very simple. Take the length, multiply with the width. Take the length, multiply with the width. At Form 1, they don't give you numbers, we give you algebra, x and x. Why? Because the side is the same. Over here, x and y. So x, y, unit squared. X squared units. That's the area for a square. This is the area for a rectangle. Do you understand this algebra? If you can, give me a thumbs up.
Teacher, I cannot understand.
Why lah? Why?
Teacher, what does it mean by x square unit square?
Okay, listen carefully.
Okay.
In primary school, we will tell you this is 6. 6, right or not? Or this is 5. This is 5. So you know how to find the area. Come to Form 1, I use x. X can be anything. So if this is x and this is also x because this is a square, so what is the length times the width? It's x times x. Am I right? Do you agree up to here?
Yes. Oh.
Oh. So what is 2 times 2? 2 squared. What is x times x? X squared lah.
Oh, understand.
You understand now?
Yes.
Okay, good. This rectangle, no more 10 and then give you 5 here. No, that's baby maths. Now I give you this is x and this is y. So to find the area, length times the width, x times with y. Don't forget unit square, whatever the unit can be. So now I get x times y is xy lah. Do you understand algebra into this now? Okay. And indexes. Okay, indices. All right, good. Let's move on. Yes, sir. Somebody's like, yes, sir. Okay, guys. Again, calculate area. Simple questions. 2 units, and then here also 2. So length is 2, width is 2, answer is 4. I myself do it. Use your calculator. 0.6, 0.6, 0.6. No need to use calculator, also can do. 6 times 6, 36. Am I right? 2 place values, 2 decimals, so 0.36. Do you agree? Do you see that? Okay. If you don't, go and tekan your calculator. 0.6 times 0.6. 0.36. Okay, we are finding area. Simple questions. Are you doing on your side, guys? I hope so. Huh? Okay, finally, number C. Find the area. This is pretty easy also. Tell me lah in the chat. This is so easy, guys. Come on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy questions. What's the answer for C? What's the area? 6. Very good. Krish, where did you get 5? This is not addition. Length times width. Okay, good. How about D? Answer for D. 5 and 3.2. Okay. Answer will be 16, ke, Krish? Okay, I follow Krish's answer. See whether the rest got or not. Okay, well done. Good. Tristan also 16. Clear? How about the girls? Are you girls following? Are you, because you don't seem to be answering here. You guys, you girls okay over there? All right. It's so quiet already, my girls. All right. Girls are girls, huh? Okay, good. So now let's go on to do these questions. Okay, kilometer. You still the same easy thing lah, not that difficult. Teacher, they are Wonder Woman. Wow. Tristan to everyone. Siddharth, what are those sounds? What sounds?
Huh?
What sound is it? What sound is it, Tristan? Okay, let's do this while we talk about that. 1.4 times 1.4. What is the answer here? 1.4 times 1.4, guys? 1.4 times 1.4. It's 1.96. That's right, Krish. Okay, 1.96. But then they ask you to round off to the nearest whole kilometer. So well done. That's 2 kilometers square. Got it? So you see, you are applying your knowledge. This is band 3. Apply your knowledge of finding area. Apply your knowledge of rounding off. And I believe you can do this. Okay, this is not band 4. This is band 3. Okay, before we end our session today, I think we will explore triangles. Okay, so hold on, 1 minute. Give you a break, a breather a bit. Okay, so far so good. Do you all understand what's happening? Can I have a thumbs up if you all are all right?
I fall through.
Okay, all right, everybody is good to go. Guys, we will wrap up today's lesson with triangles. Okay, but before I do that, just look at your module. Just look, let's have a look at it first. Okay, then we'll go to this triangle. How much are you really learning here? Okay, all right, let's see. Your page, what is this? Page 7. It starts with area of triangle. It has got some examples, some notes. Okay, and then it goes on to give you questions. Okay, fine. Then look, what are we learning? Parallelograms. Okay, parallelograms. We find the area of parallelograms. All right, so they tell you how to do it, some notes, and then calculations, practice questions. Then we go to find the area of composite shapes. You know, composite is 2 shapes joined together. Okay, composite means I have a rectangle, I have a triangle, I join them up, I get a composite shape. That's what composite means. How do I find areas for these kind of shapes? Again, a little bit of notes and then questions. So what you are going to do really after this class is you will go through this because it's the same thing. It's nothing new. Okay, you go through these notes and you do these questions. So you go through starting from parallelograms. Okay, I will do triangles today. Okay, we will do triangles. We will do this page. But after that, you are going to work on your own to read these parallelograms and then answer the questions on page 10. Next week, we will revise back here. So please do it before next week. Then come to composite shapes on page 11, and you will go on to answer questions on composite shapes. All right, I'm sorry the diagrams can be a little small here. Okay, then again, area of composite shapes. This is the part. Now, finally, you come to rhombus and kite. Now, rhombus and kite, again, 2 things. Area, perimeter. That's what we will learn. So I'm expecting you to actually go through this and next week and do the questions so that next week we check through the answers. Okay, there are just some simple examples. It's not difficult pun. Okay, so how to find rhombus, how to find kite. And then trapeziums. You come to trapeziums. How to find area, how to find perimeter. It's not difficult, honestly. It's the same knowledge being applied in many different shapes. That's all. You are applying your knowledge of finding area and perimeter in various types of shapes. Trapezium, calculate area and calculate perimeter. And that's it. So over here in this topic, literally, you are just calculating area and perimeter for different types of shapes. Trapezium, kite, rhombus. Okay, what else? Parallelograms. And all starts still with the square and the rectangle. And the third most important shape will be, actually the first important shape is the triangle. All right, guys, do you understand the coverage of this topic now? Okay, faham ke? All right, so we're going to close our lesson soon, but we do triangles first. All right, triangles is one of the most important basic shapes in the world. Do you know that? You cannot have any shape with two lines. Two straight lines, you cannot make shape. I cannot make also any polygon like this. This is not a polygon, it's a curved line. So what is the first shape that you can make with three lines is a triangle. You know this. A triangle has three angles inside. But do you know the birth of the triangle? Where it comes from? You don't know, right? If triangle is you, then the rectangle or the square is your mother. The mother gave birth, not the Bermuda Triangle. Oh my God. The triangle came from the Bermuda Triangle. Hello, listen carefully. The triangle is the child of the rectangle or the square. That's your mummy. For example, this is a square. Now, what happens when I cut this up half diagonally? You know, diagonal lines, diagonal, diagonal. What do I see? I see a beautiful triangle. Can you see a triangle here? Can you see a triangle here? So, if this is 10 and this is 10 and the area is 100, what is the area of the half of it? What is the area of half of that? 50. Exactly. And that's what they're telling you. That's why you take this. That's how this comes. The length times the height, the width times the height. That is the formula for a rectangle. Yes or not? The length times the width. Remember we were doing that? Length times width, length times width. Then now you take and divide by 2 lah. Divide by 2 means times half. Why? Because in each triangle, any type of triangle in the world also, there will be a square or a rectangle complementing it, finishing it up. The other half, the unseen half. Okay? So triangle is half of a rectangle or half of a square. It's always going to be that. So when you want to find area of triangle, you find the area of the square or the rectangle and divide it by 2, half of it. Do you see? It's not that you got to remember anything new, you know. It's pretty much like common sense. Okay, if I draw a rectangle, okay, and I say the area of this rectangle is 150 centimeter square. But there is a triangle here. Okay, the triangle is here. What is the area of this triangle? Without even doing anything, I just take 150 divide by 2. You understand? So I'm going to get 75 centimeter square. Faham ke? Do you all understand this? You understand this logic, then this becomes easy. What is the B? The B is the width lah, the base. Why they call it base now? Because triangle always likes to sit. It looks like the triangle is sitting on something. So that's why they call it base instead of width. And the height is still H. Okay? So when you take this whole thing and you multiply, you are going to get the area of a rectangle. But it's a diagonal line. You will come back to triangle in Form 1, Theorem Pythagoras. Okay, you come back and learn this again. So triangle is very, very important and interesting. Okay, if that's the case, then just let's solve our questions. Okay, I'm going to skip all this because these are all notes for you. Let's calculate the area of this area of, apa ini? Calculate the area of the triangle that cuts these two shapes in half. Okay lah, can lah, boleh. So what do we do? First find 4. The base is 2, the height is 4. So you must divide by 2 or times half. So 2 times 4 is 8. 8 divided by 2, it's 4. 4 units square. Got it? Simple, kan? Not difficult. How about this? Base is 8, height is 8. Why? Look lah. Kan? 8, 8. So 8 times 8, 64. 64 divided by 2, 32. Very good. Okay. Let's clear the drawing. You see, so easy already. We have done. 4 more questions to go. Calculate the area. So half, you write here half, times the base, which is 12, times the height. Remember, this is the height, not this. Okay, not this fellow, it's this. So it's 8. So I can actually do this lah. Cancel off, right? There's 6. What is 6 times 8, guys? 48. Am I right? Good. Now, look at this triangle, like a topsy-turvy triangle, upside down. So this is your base. So write your base, 14. This is your height, 12. Look carefully, there is a pattern here. Can you see your angles here? What angle is your height sitting on? What type of angle is here in the height? Yes, it's a 90-degree angle. It's called a right angle. That's your height of the triangle. And then don't forget a half here. So this will be 7. 7 times 12, 84. Very good. Okay, do you understand, guys? Okay, next question. Over here, 10 at the base, 7.5 at the height. So this is half times 10 times 7.5. Tell me your answer in chat quickly, all of you. What's your answer for this in chat? Very good. Sridhar, 37.5. Okay, well done. And then look here at this triangle. As I told you, you must find the right angle to find your height. You must look at that number only, not this fellow. So you have 600 centimeters, and don't forget this is meters, but you want in meters squared. So you change your 600 centimeter. How many? 600 centimeter is how many meters? 600 centimeters. No, don't use Pythagoras yet, Sridhar, because they haven't learned that yet. Okay.
6.
So this is 6 and this is 4.5. Okay. So what is the answer here? Is it possible for what? To get the same answer?
No.
No, later when we come to Pythagoras theorem, we will study that. Okay, don't worry. Okay, yeah, you already learned Pythagoras. Wow, you're pandai already. Okay lah, okay lah. But darlings, what are we finding? We are finding area. We are not finding what's the side of this. That's what Pythagoras will help you do. The Pythagoras theorem will help you find how long is this. Am I right? This point, we are finding area of triangle. Faham ka? Okay? Clear. Don't confuse my little ones here. Okay, no. Then Gloria will be like seeing stars already. What is this Pythagoras? Who is that? Don't worry, Gloria. You will never marry him. He's already long dead. Okay? Right, guys. Okay. Last question. Okay? What is the area of this? Remember, are you going to use this 5 here? No, but this is also 5 here. So half, okay, remember, times the base, which is 5, times the height, which is 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And there we go. We close the chapter for this. Okay. Close the door, please. My boy is disturbing me here instead of doing that with y'all. All right. Guys, how do you find it so far? So I'm going to kind of, call it quits here. Okay. And your module, you must do the rest. You must complete the rest. Next week, I'm going to go to a next chapter, but I will ask you for the answers from here first. Okay, so you must do the rest of this page, this module. Okay, you see, the next is parallelogram. Read. They'll tell you some story here. How the parallelogram is actually a rectangle. You see that? Then after that, you go to find the area. Then you go to composite shapes. Okay, try. They say add the two shapes together. Find area 1, find area 2, then add them. You try. So next week we will discuss. Okay, discuss if you don't understand lah. Okay, then all these are questions. Composite. Then come to the kite and the rhombus. Is this kite? Kite and rhombus. How to find the area? How to find the perimeter? Okay, and then some questions there for you. And finally, the trapezium. How to find the area for the trapezium and even composite shapes. That's your chapter. That's your topic. I know it's actually more than probably your school is doing. Okay, but more is good, isn't it?